Hi and welcome to Soul Tribe event. It's the 28th of August 2019, my hubby's birthday. Sadly he's not sharing tonight, but anyway, he hates to know that I've just shared that with the world. But anyway, welcome everybody and thanks for joining us tonight. And if you've been sent this event from somebody else, thank you for taking the time to watch it. We're basically a group of really compassionate people who really love helping improve people's lives, whether that be through health or having the lifestyle that they want to create. And so for me, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I'm Tanya and I have been in the business now for 2 years. And for me, I started because I was really sick and I was really unwell. I had been unwell for about 4 years. I had an autoimmune disorder. I had adrenal fatigue and I had leaky gut, and I also had arthritis in my hands. So I was in a lot of chronic pain every day. I was really exhausted, didn't have hardly any energy at all. My hair was falling out in handfuls. I had all sorts of illnesses. I was always getting the latest virus and all sorts of chronic the illnesses where your immune system is really run down. So I was in a really bad way, and when I watched my friend get well, on these amazing fruits and veggie capsules, I thought, you know what, it makes sense, it's just fruits and veggies, right? So I jumped on them in a flash, and after feeling so incredibly well, after a few days, I decided that this business was also for me. I wanted to be able to share with the world how good I was feeling and to be able to help others feel just as good as me. And so what you're going to hear tonight is you're going to hear some really beautiful stories from some customers and also from the team on how our health has been improved, but also how our life is being improved, how much we are able to create the life we want to help others do the same. So I'm really, really passionate about it, and you will hear the passion in our beautiful team and our customers as well. So without further ado, I'm just going to pass you on over to the beautiful Cinnamon, and she's going to tell us about our amazing product and program.
Hi, I have been taking this program myself just over a year now, and I am mostly passionate about it because of what it actually is. So I'm going to tell you what it is. It is fruits and vegetables. There's berries as well if you get the premium. So this is what a box looks like when it turns up at your house. You get a full 4 months. Each one of these beautiful little containers has 2 months worth of capsules in it. The green is your vegetables, the red is your fruits, and then the purple is your berries. There's about 11 different fruits, vegetables, and berries going into these caps. And the way that they process them is really special. So for starters, they pick the absolute cream of the crop as far as the produce goes. They make sure that it's free of contaminants like pesticides or anything else like that. It gets screened. All the vegetables get screened and tested on their way through the process. So anything that is contaminated or not good enough, not a high enough grade, gets picked up on really quickly. That batch will get sort of thrown out, and they will continue on with making the perfect batches. So as I was talking about, it's whole food, so it's the vegetables and the fruits and the berries generally get pulped in their whole state. They get put through a special process of pulping at quite a low temperature so that none of the enzymes or the micronutrients inside those fruits, vegetables and berries get oxidized or broken down in any way. There's a small amount of fiber, water and sugar that is lost during this process, which actually for a lot of people, taking down that sugar level in a few things makes it easier to digest and deal with. Of course, you couldn't fit all of the fruits and vegetables that are in these little babies wouldn't actually fit into a capsule unless you took something out. there's an amazing range of really interesting fruits and vegetables. That's something I really love about the product, is they're not your everyday items in all of them. Of course, some of them are, but it's not that often that people eat lemon peel or acerola berry. So, you know, it's really nice to know that you're getting all of these fruits and vegetables picked at their optimum, processed in a way that they're not losing or degrading any of their vitamins or phytonutrients. So those are the core products. That is the 3 is the premiums. So this is the premium package, and that's what we call our core products. From there is other options, like just taking 2, fruit and vegetables. We also have an omega option, which is an amazing plant-based omega. One of the things I love the most about this is that because they're not coming from animals, for starters, it doesn't have to be heated, it doesn't have to be heat treated in order to release the oils. So you're not speeding up the process of the oxidization in those either. You're looking after our oceans, of course, by not doing overfishing and all that sort of thing. The blend that is in the vegan omegas is actually such a wide range of omegas. You wouldn't find those omegas in fish oils alone anyway. So having the blend is really important, because you're getting all these fatty acids from more than one source. They come in a little capsule that is just vegetable cellulose, so you know it's all really easy to digest and really good for the environment. Another one of our products that we have is the shakes. So we have 2 different flavors. We have the Dutch chocolate and the vanilla. Now these are called our complete shakes, because they really are that. They are a complete, scientifically balanced little meal. They are great for people who are breakfast skippers. They are great for people who are just a little too busy to stop and get lunch or make breakfast. They're also really great as an extra addition. Maybe if you are training or doing things like that and you need to kind of up your intake, these are a great option for that. I love these because you can actually bake with them really, really well. They're not a massively high protein, which I really like, because it means if I am watching my protein, carbs, whatever, then it doesn't mean it takes anything away from my other meals. Once again, the superfoods that are in these is just astounding what they managed to pack into here. There is spirulina powder, mushroom powder, alfalfa sprouts. The list just goes on, and the complexity is beautiful. So that's kind of a little summary of our main products. Now, another thing I really want to bring to the attention of anyone watching is that there is a beautiful program. So whenever you become a Juice Plus customer, even if you're just doing a one-off shakes for trying things out, you actually get lifetime subscription to be part of the Juice Plus community. In this opportunity, you get to have full access to a really amazing program that is so holistic. I've never seen sort of a health wellness program that really, really encompasses all areas. It has mindfulness, meditation, it has exercises, it has meal plans, it even has shopping lists. So if you're one of those people who's just too busy and you can't get your head around it, they've got it all in there for you. The program has a huge variety of recipes that are great for the whole family and for different things as well. So there's great cleanse recipes if you feel like you're in a cleansing phase. There is definitely recipes to encourage weight loss and better eating. But really overall, the program is designed to be sustainable and long-term. So it's not a fad. It's not something that you go into, you know, blazing and you get halfway through it and you realize how you can't keep it up. It is such an amazing kind of holistic, family-friendly program that I can't advocate it enough, and the recipes are amazing. I think that's pretty much me, Tanya. So I will hand you on and hear some more about the beautiful stories from people who take the product. I'm not quite sure who's up next.
I'm trying to spotlight you, Gail, but I can't spotlight you, honey. Her computer crashed. Okay, I'm going to pass you on over to Kieran. You're up, honey.
Hi guys, I'm Kieran and I love my Juice Plus, actually my fruits, veggies, berries, omegas and complete shakes, as Cinnamon just explained to you. About 8 months ago, I started on the JBT Better Body Challenge first because after being away for 25 years in the US, I came home pretty depleted, pretty crushed, been through a lot of traumatic experiences while I was overseas and decided that I was coming home. Having said that, I was introduced to the program through a girlfriend and I have never looked back since. It has been an exponential switch up, level up for myself on multiple levels. I can definitely say our health is like a trifecta. So it's mind, body and soul in my view of things. So let's just start with a few of them, I guess. I'm a little older, so when you get a little older as a female, we start going through menopause. Not the greatest thing on the planet to go through. So for all these females that may be in that phase or season of life, these products are amazing. I went from being on an emotional roller coaster on the daily basis to leveling out, actually having a personality again that wasn't a dragon lady 1 minute and a princess the next. I got rid of the hot flushes that one gets, or some of us get, depending on where you're at. I have no longer have any of those. I'm now able to sleep 8 hours a night, and for me that is an amazing thing, because obviously when you do get that kind of sleep, your body's actually being able to repair and recover. Now that's also encompassing a lot of time of travel for me in my previous job, crossing multiple time zones. So sleep for me is huge, and I am so thankful that these products have given that back to me, because when I get sleep, I actually wake up in the morning energized and ready to rock and roll. And I can also take on my 5-year-old niece, 7-year-old niece, and my 15-year-old nephew, who obviously have all the energy in the world, and it never seems to end. So I love feeling like an energizer bunny rabbit and holding my own as an auntie. And I can only say that because I've been on these products. It's going into 8 months, so I haven't had any major illnesses per se. So my things are a little bit more subtle, but I just love the way these products have really helped me. Also for mental clarity. I don't know about you all, but when you go through emotional trauma, you do feel like you're in a different world. So it's nice to actually be back on planet Earth and have the mental clarity back that one needs to just function ordinarily on a day-by-day basis. So that's my little story. I love them, and I'm never looking back, because it's just done phenomenal things, like I said, in my little triangular mind, body and soul, including the program that Cinnamon was talking about. That has just been a complete lifestyle change for me, and beneficial not just for me, for my entire family as well. So I look forward to hearing some more stories from our other customers, and I'm now going to hand over to Gail, or we're moving on to Maxine.
Thank you, Kieran. It's a beautiful story. Yeah, I've been on the products for 18 months or so. I had really low energy. My daughter had been really unwell. and I had a great improvement in my energy. I also have had a huge improvement in my asthma. I used to be very asthmatic, Ventolin dependent, using a puffer several times a day, and getting chest infections, always getting chest infections in winter. And I don't get any of it anymore. So I very rarely use my inhaler. I haven't been sick at all, let alone having a chest infection since I started the products. My immunity is incredible. Yeah, I mean, but I've had so many benefits. I have very, very light periods now, with very little pain. That's a big change. The list goes on. I love the products. And I was offered an opportunity to look into the business, and I was quite skeptical at first. But I was actually at a point in my life where my children had moved out of home. I was really looking for freedom. I'd been on a trip over to the UK a couple of years before, and I really felt like this is what I want to do. I want to travel. I would love to have a job where I could just travel and live and be anywhere and do my own thing. I hate, I'm quite a freewheeler. I hate alarm clocks. I hate being fixed and tied down. I really like my freedom, and I really loved what this business had to offer. My background as a registered nurse, I had been in a traditional job, hard work, capped pay, no future really financially in that. Very difficult to move up in the organisation without also having a massive impact on your life and your freedom. And also wasn't very aligned with what I wanted to do, which was help people holistically and help people to heal in a natural and sustainable way. So really it ticked a huge number of boxes for me. I'm loving it. I absolutely love the community. I've never worked with such positive, high-vibing, loving, caring, supportive people. I've never had that in a job before. And financially, it's fantastic. My pay increases every month, and that's going to continue. Now that I know how to do the business, I just keep growing and building. And I'm really looking forward to the fact that I will have a wonderful legacy for my children and my family, and also the time freedom to actually be there for my children and my grandchildren when they come along. So, but to me, it's a no-brainer. It's a wonderful business. And I recommend anybody looks at it. So I'm now passing over to who's doing is Sin or Tammy? Yay! Yeah,
I'm here.
Cool.
I made it. Yeah.
Great.
Thanks, Maxine. That's awesome. So just a quick share from me. Evening, everybody. Nice to see all your faces. Just wanted to share a little bit about the business side for me. I come from a background of, I'm a pretty hard worker. I've always worked for other people a lot. I've been a contractor before for myself in the film industry. That was about 16 years. And I just basically, the pay's good, but you give your life. I quit that because I was doing a pretty regular 16-hour days. And I had missed out on my children for pretty much a good chunk of that time, those 16 years. And then I got some dogs, and I wanted to, they're not quite as independent as children. So really wanted to find a job that was a bit more, gave me more afternoons off or something. And so I took up a rep job, and thought that was quite lovely because I'm out on the road kind of traveling. But more and more so, it feels like I'm just driving around in a fishbowl, doing the same laps every week, and it's quite stifling, and it's also growing, so I'm getting less and less time off. So when I came across this opportunity, I've actually tried various styles of marketing for myself before, and wasn't quite as happy with any of the plans or anything as this one. So when I came and had a look at this plan, I came into it with a lot of skepticism, and went in because I was concerned my sister was joining. And when I had a look at everything, I just really liked the payment plan and the system and how it worked, and there really was a lot less pressure to buy product or anything than other companies that I looked at. And so really, I'm really after that ideal of, I'm working hard at the moment, I'm working hard at all of it. I'm doing, split jobs, many different jobs, but I know that if you put in the groundwork, it pays back later. And so I'm working for my retirement, early retirement. I've just had my daughter join up recently with me as my teamie, and she's got a little teamie under her, and we're growing and it's working, and we just have plans to be together on this island, working a lot less than we are now, and really enjoying the work we do and really enjoying the time that we have together. So for me, it's about getting more time with my family and my dogs, and and doing what we love. Like all I ever wanted to do was just help people get better and healthy and stuff. And I do that a little bit with my day job selling organic food, but this is next level for me. This is really what I'm aiming for. So I needed this, and I'm really pleased that it found me. So I will now hand you over to Tanya, and thanks for listening.
Hey, thank you. Thank you so much. You can see me all. Just didn't know if I cancelled the spotlight or not. So thank you so much for your shares. I do love this event because I love hearing everybody's beautiful stories, everybody's reason why they are doing this and want to do this. So so I just want to tell you a little bit about where I've come from. You know that I came in because I was unwell, as I said earlier. But for me, I really felt like I've come from a social work background. And being a social worker, we love to change the world, right? We love to help everybody and make everybody better, and support them to really make really good changes in their life. So but I was pretty stuck in what I was doing, and I actually felt like I was just watching people die rather than helping them get better and helping them live the life that they really want to live. And so I felt very stuck in the system, very stuck as a not feeling like I could get anywhere. I felt like my income was capped. I felt like my time was limited because I was really tied to a job that I was told what I had to do every day and how much I was going to earn. And, even having a sick day, I had to apply for leave for that. So, that was really, it wasn't inspiring for me at all. And my husband and I wanted to travel. Travel's huge for us, and we're getting older and kind of getting closer and closer to retirement, a little bit, similar story to Maxine, where my children are starting to leave home and feeling like we had some time, but we had no income to really do it, or no time, freedom from our jobs to actually do that. And I also felt like I really wanted to impact the world a lot more than what I was able to do. I wanted to be able to really help, especially women. I'm really big around empowering women and helping them shine, showing them their potential and helping them create a life that they really love and can be really proud of. And so when I was offered this incredible opportunity after the product worked so well for me, I saw this as a really good way to get ahead, to get ahead financially. It was a fantastic way for us to be able to work and travel at the same time. It was an incredible opportunity to be able to really impact people and women on a larger scale than what I was able to do in the past. Social media is massive. There's like billions of people on Facebook, and I just saw it as a way of being able to really support a lot more people in the way that they want to. And so I was in pretty fast after it ticked all of my boxes. And I decided this was my end game. I had just watched my dad pass away with cancer, and I thought nobody deserves to die like that. So this was another box ticked for me, where I felt like I could actually help prevent people from getting that sick with our program and our product. So I jumped in, and then after about 4 months, I was able to leave my day job. And I travelled around Asia with my husband for 9 weeks. And during that time, I got paid. And and obviously my husband could only take 4 weeks leave. and he was only paid for 4 weeks. So my income paid for his pay, and you know, it covered all our bills, it covered our mortgage. So really, really blessed to know that we have created this incredible lifestyle for us. We have a secure retirement now looking forward, feeling really excited about the fact that we can give back to the world in whatever charity that we want to do. I have a massive vision around really helping animals, and particularly in Asia, who are really just, there's no support system there for them. I'm very passionate about animals. And so having this fantastic vision, coupled with also wanting to support our children to create a more secure future for themselves and to be able to travel with them as well, is massive for me. So that, you know, that, I mean, and obviously I've been in it for 2 years and my vision has grown even bigger. So the longer you're in this, the more your vision grows, which is great. So if you are really resonating with what any of us are saying, or any of us have said, and you would really love to know more and how this could really fit into your life, because you can absolutely fit it around your day job. I was working a full-time job before when I started, and I worked it around my full-time job. So it can work around anybody's job, really. So if you are sitting there and you really want to know more, please reach out and speak to the person who asked you here tonight, or who has sent you this link, and get your questions answered. There's nothing worse than regretting something later on. We've got, you know, people that have sat on the fence for, you know, months at a time, and then once they've jumped in, they've like, I wish that I had done this sooner. Don't be that person. Reach out and get your questions answered. It's just, it could change your life. It just could be the thing that could change your life. So thank you so much for jumping on, and we will see you later. Have a beautiful evening.